Welcome back. We're going to learn how to use the color mode. We're going to continue using the image that we just downloaded on the previous exercise. Let's go to the top menu where it says image. Let's select mode, and we're going to find out that we have two options in gray color. This means that they are not available because for making them available, you need to select the one that is called Grayscale. When you select Grayscale, you're going to have this window. Each time you do something like for the very first time, the software is going to ask you if or give you some tips to change the tool that you're using. For example, in this case, it says, Brenda, do you want to discard color information? Maybe you don't need to convert it in Grayscale, but in this case, I need it to, so I can explain to you how to use the Duotone and the bitmap. I'm going to select discard. Now, the color that I have right here is between black and white and all the shades of gray. How do I know this? Let's go to the toolbar right here at my left, and we're going to select the color that you prefer. We have done this before. Remember that you just have to double click it here and you're going to have this option. This window open, please select the color. I'm going to select this one. I'm going to select the brush tool. The easy access is pressing B, just the way that is showing right here. Now, if I try to do something, let me write down my name, for example. As you can see, it's in gray color. Why? The software is going to transform the tone that you're using. In my case, it was like pink. It's going to process it into gray. So it really doesn't matter what color you select. I'm going to select green. It's always going to be in the percentage of the gray color. So if you want to undo, it's like the same thing that you made in Illustrator. You can press Command C or Control Z. And one good thing, in the previous Adobe Photoshop, you were not able to do this. You only had the option for one undo. Remember that right now we are using Creative Cloud. But one special thing that Adobe Photoshop has for you is that if you go to the top menu, Window, and then select History, you're going to find out all the steps that you have done since you opened the file. So you can come here to the beginning, when you convert it into Grayscale, when I wrote down Brenda, for example, on the heart, okay? So if you want to get back, you just have to click it right here. So sometimes I believe that is really useful for you to have this window open. Once you have it like this, let's go again where it says Image, Mode, and we're going to find out that the two options that were in gray color, now they're available. Let's select Bitmap. Bitmap is really common. It was used usually in the 90s and the beginning of the century because it becomes in black and white dots. Please, right here, where it says input, is telling me that the resolution is really high. How do I know that it's 300 pixels? Well, let's go to the bottom. Here at the bottom it says 300 pixels. So I'm going to put the output in 300. I'm going to select diffusion leader and press OK. I'm going to get far away from this so you can see that it's not so evident what I'm doing, but if I get closer, I'm going to get closer, zoom in. Everything that is here was made using black and white, no gray color, no grayscale. And you can have like this effect, like puntillismo, probably. It was really common at the beginning of the century because all the printers used to print by points, okay? And that's why they keep it. And if you want to have really low size files, this is an option, but the quality is not exactly like the best one. Okay, I'm going to press Command Z, undo, and I'm going to the top menu where it says Image, Mode. I'm going to select Duotone or Duotono. Duo means two. Usually when you select Duotone, please select black because you want to have the contrast, okay? I'm going to select right here Duotone. Right now I have the combination of black and white. If I want to change the white color, I'm going to double click it here and I can select the color that I prefer. So as you can see, you're not going to have any white anymore. You're going to have like the color that you prefer. This is commonly used when people are doing like the wedding photographs, when they want to have like these sepia colors and look more romantic. This is how it's done. Now, I've been selecting some colors from this spectrum. This is called a spectrum, okay? And as you can see, you just have to press and you're going to find like this color. But sometimes it's really hard to remember all the numbers that you have right here. As you can probably recall, we learned about Pantone, right? Let's go where it says color libraries. You're going to be able to select Pantone. And why this is so important? Because the color is going to be the same one here in Mexico, United States, or in Europe. You can select the color that you prefer. I'm going to select this one, for example. Maybe this one. No. Maybe darker, a little bit darker. Yes, this one. I'm going to select OK, and I'm going to have this number. So each time, how about if I'm doing a brochure or a book and I want to keep like the same color palette? Well, this is how I'm going to do it. Just in case I want to do like a combination of all the colors in the same range. But if you're going to change it in every page or so on, it's not so important. Now, where it says type, you're able to select three-tone or quad-tone. Now, as a suggestion, the best and most relevant is when you select duotone, because three-tone is not exactly like too evident. Let's do it. Click it here. I'm going to select blue. Now, you're going to say, well, it doesn't look like that different, right? Let's see another, maybe green. So I have the combination of three colors. I have black, pink, and green. When I'm going to print this, for example, in a printer, like a big one in Ciudad de Mexico, they're going to say, I'm going to charge you for the 3 inks. So this is going to be expensive. And at the end, well, the pink color is lost. So that's why it's not commonly used. You always have to consider when you're printing a document, how much is going to be the costs. If you're going to use only 1 ink, 2 inks, or if you're going to use full color, okay? I'm going to press OK, and I have to name it. Okay, I'm going to write it down green. Once I have it like this is like gray. As you can see, I have like the same color right here. So image mode, I'm going to be able to have bitmap. It's a combination in black and white. Grayscale is going to be a line of tones from black to white. It's going to include all the grays. And duotone is going to make a combination with black and another color. I'm suggesting black because it's going to give you the contrast, only because of that. Index color is going to be helpful if you're using or doing a GIF animation. We're going to do it in I'm not so sure if in this class or probably in desktop publishing. RGB is going to be for everything that you're going to share on the web, and cyan, magenta, yellow, and black, everything that you're going to do for printing when using 4 colors. Right now, for example, if I select this one, I'm going to be paying more inks than before because I used to have it right here, black, pink, and green. And cyan, magenta, yellow, and black are 4 inks, so it's not like a good idea to select it right now. Probably you're going to have this window and it's going to pop up and say, hey, you're about to convert it into a different profile. Well, if you're already working for a printer or a press or a magazine or a publishing agency, they give you a profile to use in your computer. As we're not working right now for a company, please press OK. So this is how you can manage the different color modes in Photoshop. Now let's go to the top. If I want to print this one in a magazine in high resolution, what I'm going to do? I have to be sure that the colors are already the way I like. I'm going to the top menu, select mode, cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. I'm going to select it OK. And you're going to find out, like for example, the colors, they change a little bit. When you have your eye already trained, you're able to see the difference. But for now, you're going to start like rehearsing, okay? So if you want to print it, cyan, magenta, yellow and black. And if you want to use it on the web, red, green, and blue. If you want to show it in your screen, red, green, and blue. If you want to upload it in Behance, red, green, and blue. Okay? I'm going to undo, and I hope you enjoy and learn a little bit about the color mode. See you later.